that you are in. Maybe you're getting ready for the fall, the leaves are drying out and you have fresher and greener. Hi Aries, I'm Anisha. To know more about my work, you may visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com. For those of you who are seeking deeper clarity, be it in your love lives or your career, for a personal consultation, you may write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. Aries, it's an extremely important month for all of us, for all the zodiacs, as we have the equinox, which is on the 22nd of September, and this signifies a change of season, and also it speaks about change in our lives. It's a time to be letting go of things that have either run their course, and it's time to make space for the new things in your life. It's a time of letting go of things that we have been resisting for a long time. So this entire mutable energy is about it's about acceptance. It's about letting change come to you. It's about being gracious under pressure. So let's have a look as to what this month has in store for you. We're beginning the month on the 6th, and the first 5 days we still have Mercury that is retrograde. So be careful of the regular Mercury drill. In fact, as I'm recording, the Mercury is still retrograde, so I'm a little skeptical about as to how the recording is going and the upload is going to go through. Be careful about your electronics. Be careful about communication, any form of communication, whether it's SMSs, emails. Try not to have fresh negotiations. Try not to sign new contracts during this part, during the first 5 days. And on the 6th, we have Mercury that will go in direct into your house of love, creativity, children, and a lot of time that is shedding a light on things that you could be very passionate about. And it's a very playful time, and Mercury is going to be making you very articulate. You're going to be talking a lot about things that really move you, things that you're excited about doing. This could also be a time that some of you could be spending time with your children. It could just be the holiday time that either your children are visiting or you are taking a holiday with your children. We also have a full moon on the 6th September that is there in your house of behind the scenes, and we also have your ruling planet, that is Mars, and that is also on the 6th moving to your house of work and day-to-day chores. Now this entire energy with the full moon being over there, and full moon is quite happy about being there in your house of introspection. It's a house of service. So it's a time wherein after the first week begins, you could be in a space where, you know, it's like a run and a pause. And while you're really talking and you're excited about new ideas and feeling very creative, very passionate about things, but there's at the same time also this deep sense of sort of coming to terms with something psychological. You know, it's like you've sort of closed a chapter, and for some of you it could literally mean that an old wound, an old emotional wound has finally healed and you're ready to move on. And in some cases it could also be that you know, you have been, say you've been in therapy for a long time, and this is a time that you could find yourself that you know, you've come to terms with whatever it is that happened in your life. With Mars, your ruling planet, moving into your house of work and your health, there could be this urgency of, you know, now that I have dealt with the emotional part of it, I need to be picking myself up, I need to be getting out, I need to be doing more work, and you're going to be feeling quite along with the restless energy, you're going to be feeling quite upbeat. So it's quite a, I think it's quite a wonderful start, because it's like setting something to rest which has been bothering you at the back of your mind, and then you're sort of picking up with your work and the practicalities and taking care of your health and generally taking pleasure even in your day-to-day chores. Now, the entire balance that is being sought this month is between the practical things, that is, things that need to get done as far as your work is there, as far as your day-to-day life that needs to be led, dear Aries. And on the other side is this emotional, deep psyche, maybe things that, like I said, it could be an old wound, it could, maybe it's a bad relationship that you're coming to terms with, or maybe it's a broken heart that it's finally got healed and you feel ready to love again, or you are ready to sort of move on after that. And so this entire month is about balance between the physical and the emotional part of you. On the 20th, now between the 6th and in fact on the 10th, again we have Mercury that is sort of moving from your 5th house to your house of work as well. But things are fairly quiet for the next 10 days, and then on the 20th we have a new moon again in your house of work and in your house of health. So a lot of focus is there this month on your house of work, on your day-to-day chores, on your health, and also there is a lot of focus as well in your house of healing, on behind the scenes as well. And with the new moon over there in your house of work and health, we also have Venus that is joining. So it's quite you could be finding some work, some project which gives you a lot of pleasure. You could be maybe getting together with friends with whom you really get along with. You really love them dearly. They're like an extended family and you're doing something together. Maybe a business partnership just gets off at this time with people who think alike and people who are, at times an extension of how we think, friends who are like families. And you could be starting a business with them. Now, Jupiter still carries on being there in your house of marriage and relationships, Aries. So Jupiter over here is still magnifying everything around relationships that you need to know. What is it that you need to be learning more about maybe your marriage, about even your business relationships, whether it is adjusting, whether it is even in some cases, I would say, if things have been stagnant or have not really been nice with a business partnership, it could really get exaggerated, and it could have been because Jupiter's been there for a year. It carries on being there till about end of October. So there could be this sense of the entire situation getting quite magnified in your head, and you could just have a sense of, I don't think so this can carry on, or I don't want to be. It doesn't have to be really volatile, but it could just be a sense of I don't think so I can do this. And in certain cases where there's a marriage or there's even a business partnership that is there, it could just sort of deepen your love more. It could make you commit. It could just sort of, maybe in some cases it could even involve a birth of a child as well. So a lot of learning of relationship lessons are there with Jupiter still being. Of course, Jupiter is a benefactor, so there's nothing, it's not going to come and harm you. But this entire month, excuse me, is about it's about acceptance. It's about going with the flow. It's looking at life and at change and not resisting it and not fighting it off and saying that no, I don't want to change, or I don't want to do things in this particular way. Take a leap of faith, go ahead, see what life has in store for you, be willing to change. You never know what the universe will throw back at you. Maybe a new love, maybe a new career, maybe an absolutely new life as well. Have a lovely month, Aries. I'll see you again next month, and thank you so much for watching.